To RC Audio Sports on on YouTube, or the RC Audio Sports channel on YouTube here. We are streaming from the Alamo Convocation Center venue of San Antonio ISD. It is playoff season for girls basketball. What better way to tip it off here at 4:30 in the afternoon. It's the McCollum Cowboys who have taken the short trip northward. The Burbank Bulldogs will be hosting them here at one of their home courts. They play some of their home games on their campus, but the Alamo Convocation Center, of course, is the home court for all SAISD teams, and Burbank Bulldogs will be hosting them tonight. It's going to be a good one. This is an anomaly, I guess you might say, in a matchup here. The McCollum Cowboys were second in 28-5A, and in a normal seeding matchup, the second place team would play the third place team in another district, but that doesn't happen when you do Division I and Division II brackets. The Burbank Bulldogs are actually co-district champions in 27-5A. The McCollum Cowboys finishing second in 28-5A. They match up in the first round with a co-district champion, Burbank Bulldogs. The Burbank Bulldogs only lost one district game to their co-champs, to the team that they're sharing the championship with, the Sam Houston Hurricanes. They split that series. The McCollum Cowboys again lost two games in their district lineup. Lost two games to MacArthur. So, I mean, you've got a good one. This is not a 1 versus 4 or a 2 versus 3. This is a 1 versus 2 matchup in the very first round of the playoffs. It's by district. The McCollum Cowboys, you're very familiar with them. The Burbank Bulldogs, this is a rematch over from last year's by district matchup last year. The Bulldogs and the Cowboys paired up in the first round, and that was a great game. The McCollum Cowboys came up ahead on that 96-81. But, of course, our viewers much more familiar with 28-5A teams, and they knew what a powerhouse McCollum was last year, a district champion, outright district champion last year, ran the table on the district and, faced a formidable Burbank Bulldog team. So this is quite a matchup. This is on par with something that you would see at in the area round or in the regional quarterfinal round after that. This is two very good basketball teams in the area matching up in round one. Robert Villafranca here on RC Audio Sports. I'll be bringing you play-by-play. Cesar Mendez is at the tech table, and Reese Hernandez-Robinson behind the cameras tonight. So we've got a great team for you. Thank you for joining us. We're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and talk to you about each one of these teams.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh.
And this playoff game is being sponsored by Ike Rodriguez, a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007, and now the vice president of the newly formed Frontier Legacy Foundation. He and the foundation would like you to know about the upcoming 5K run that will kick off this year's Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair. The 5K run/walk actually will take place before the parade on March 28th. All proceeds will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation. I'll tell you more about that foundation as we move forward through this broadcast. The main mission, I'll tell you this now, is to provide better opportunities and support programs to the students throughout Harlandale ISD. There is a QR code there. You can come back and pause our stream, and I think that our high definition will let you scan the QR code for more information. Again, Ike Rodriguez, thank you for sponsoring this game. McCollum class of 2007 and the Frontier Legacy Foundation along with him. So we appreciate your support. Again, as before the break, I was telling you how these teams have matched up, and there on the screen gives you the way they finished their seasons. McCollum and Burbank. The McCollum Cowboys were placed second behind MacArthur, but both of them, because the divisions and the playoffs are based on enrollment, MacArthur and McCollum are going to play in the Division II bracket. Well, over on at 27-5A, there we have Sam Houston and Burbank, again, co-champions that they are, and both of those teams, coincidentally, are Division II based on enrollment. The top two teams in 27-5A and the top two teams in 28-5A are going to go into the Division II. So that means that McCollum, a second-place team in 28-5A, is going to play the co-champion here at for Burbank. And actually, I believe that that would mean that Burbank is a top seed. They must have won the coin toss over there. And so, you look at it from Burbank's perspective, they're the district champion. They win the coin flip. And you would expect, in the old way of playoffs, the number one team would play the number four team of the matched-up district. But that's not the case here. The Burbank Bulldogs are district champs, top seed. And guess what? You're going to play the second-place team over there in 28-5A. So, again, we expect a good one. It was a good one last year. These teams just full of athletes and girls that can play basketball very well. Some of the top athletes in the area. Certainly, two of the top teams in the area. Right here to tip off the playoff season for us on RC Audio Sports. It's the McCollum Cowboys who are visiting today. So let me tell you a little bit about them to start off with. Always like to go back 3 years. 3 years ago. 28-10 they were, 11-3 in district play. They tied for first place, and made it to the area round. Last year, actually 3 years ago, that tie was a tri-championship. It was a championship they shared with two other teams, and then 2 years ago, 31-3, a 30-win season for Coach Ernest Lopez and the McCollum Cowboys. 13-1 in district play, and that was a co-championship with Harlandale. They split the series there, so that was a co-championship. And then last year, the McCollum Cowboys just ran the table on 28-5A, 16-0. They were in district play, first round. Beat Burbank here in the first round last year and made it to the area round before they were eliminated. Coach Lopez is the head coach of the McCollum Cowboys. He's assisted by Jacob Fernandez and Emily Almazan. Coach Lopez in the 8th year as the head coach at Harlandale at McCollum High School. He's a Harlandale High School alum. Played on some very good teams there for Chris Adamek. He's a class of Harlandale 2010. Quickly here, as I see the clock winding down, I'm going to project. The starting lineups for the Cowboys and the Bulldogs are both going to be game time announcements, so we weren't handed the starting lineups. But based on what we've seen throughout the season, Leah Mancha, a senior guard forward, we expect her to be on the floor to start off with. Noelisa Espinosa, her senior teammate there as well. They've done a lot of damage and won a lot of games here in Green and Gold. Noelisa and Aaliyah have their seniors. They'll be joined on the court most likely by Brooke Romo in the middle. She's a junior. Juliana Torres, also a junior, will play guard more than likely. And Isabella Mancha, I'm expecting Isabella Mancha, it's Aaliyah Mancha's little sister, a freshman, to also be on the starting lineup. We'll see when they announce them in just a few minutes. The Burbank Bulldogs, however, on the other hand, head coached by Andrea Inostroza, Megan Moran, and Jasmine King are her assistants. 3 years ago, the Burbank Bulldogs, 15-20, finished 7-9. They finished 7th place in the district and didn't qualify, but things have turned since then. 25-11 2 years ago, 13-3, finished second, lost to Wagner in the area round. And then last year, another 20-win season. It was 21-13, 14-2 in district. Finished second, lost to McCollum, as we've said, in the first round last year. That was 81 for Burbank, 96 for McCollum. McCollum advanced. We expect for the Burbank Bulldogs, Nyla Boteo to start. She is averaging 16.5 points per game, leads her team in scoring. Michaela Carter is she's the quarterback, and she leads the team in assists. Expect her to handle the ball a bunch. Michaela Carter, a senior. Nyla Boteo, a junior. Ariel Hernandez leads the team in rebounds. She's a senior, and we expect her to start as well. And Ariel Hernandez has played a bunch this year, probably one of the 5 starters. But we'll see in just about 4 minutes when the starting lineups are announced. Going through the Burbank Bulldogs season this year, again, 15-1, co-champions with Sam Houston. The Hurricanes lost to Houston in the first round, 33-61 they did, but they came back and beat the Hurricanes 39-25 in the second round. So they split that series. Houston and Burbank both finishing at 15-1 and both finishing at the top of 27-5A. So they share a district championship over there at 27-5A. Co-champs, the Burbank Bulldogs and the Houston Hurricanes. So there it is, a little bit about the Cowboys, a little bit about the Bulldogs. Robert Villafranca and RC Audio Sports here, along with Cesar Mendez and Reese Hernandez-Robinson.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Get ready. Grab it, let's go.
Go, Victor.
Right.
Hold it. Go.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And we'd like to remind you that today's game is being sponsored by Ike Rodriguez, a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007, and now the Vice President of the Frontier Legacy Foundation, a brand new organization that we're going to tell you more about as the stream goes on. He and the foundation would like you to know that the upcoming 5K run that will be run before the Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair, it's actually a run/walk. It's going to happen on March 28th before the parade at the Cultural Arts Fair. All proceeds from this 5K run walk will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation, whose main mission is to provide better opportunities and support for programs for students throughout Harlandale ISD. Thank you, Ike. And again, we are at the Alamo Convocation Center for the, this is the tip-off. It's 4:30, probably one of the first games, first playoff games in the state of Texas, if not the first game. Today's the first day that you could play them. 4:30, I would guess, is one of the first games in the playoffs in the state of Texas. And here we are. We're going to tip it off with you. Thank you for joining us. If you subscribe to the channel, you're welcome to come in on the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. Cheer on your teams. Again, keep it sportsmanlike, and we'll have a chat there, and we'll try to keep an eye on the chat room.
Sportsmanship and fair play is expected. We encourage you.
Got some pregame housekeeping here before the game. The girls lined up. Obviously, we are going to have the playing of the national anthem before this game. And again, Robert Villafranca on RC Audio Sports on YouTube. Cesar Mendez, Reese Hernandez, Robinson with me here this afternoon. We appreciate Burbank and SAISD, McCollum and Harlandale ISD for allowing us to stream this game. And, of course, Ike Rodriguez for sponsoring the game tonight. Ike Rodriguez, McCollum class of 2007. We're going to honor our flag and nation here at Alamo Convocation Center with the playing of the national anthem. We're going to keep it right here so you can do the same from home. Yeah, what a better way to start the Texas UIL playoffs here. The girls basketball, of course, the boys finishing up tomorrow. We've got another stream tomorrow. We're going to be at Paul Taylor. It's going to be John Jay hosting the Southwest Legacy Titans tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That game is, and we'll be streaming that one. So we invite you to join us for that stream as well. McCollum Cowboys. So here we go. The suspense will be cleared here. The mystery will be solved. Starting lineups for the McCollum Cowboys.
Starting at
Number 4, Aaliyah Mancha, senior forward. You've heard all about her all-time leading program scorer, over 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. Number 10, Juliana Torres, a junior. Noelisa Espinosa, a senior guard. Boy, she has done some great things here for McCollum in her 4 years. A 4-year letter along with Aaliyah Mancha. Brooke Romo in the middle. And number 32, as we guessed it, Isabella Mancha. That's Aaliyah's little sister. She's a freshman. Aaliyah's a senior. So she'll be carrying on the Mancha name in the green and gold McCollum Cowboys unis. And now the Burbank Bulldogs. A little more suspense over here. We weren't quite sure who the starters would be. Number 0, Nyla Boteo, a junior guard. Michaela Carter. We kind of guessed that they would be among the starters. Number 4, Savannah Boteo, a senior guard / center, so pretty versatile there. Number 5, Ariel Hernandez, and number 12, Michaela Smith. That was the missing cog here in our lineup. So there you have starting lineups. Oh my goodness, I am really fired up for this one. I hope you're fired up at home. This is going to be good. McCollum Cowboys, coached by Ernest Lopez. He's assisted by Jacob Fernandez and Emily Almazan. The Burbank Bulldogs head coach, Andrea Inostroza. She's assisted by Megan Moran and Jasmine King. Congratulations to both teams for making it to the playoffs. We wish them well tonight. We wish them well on their entire journey. Thank you, SISD. Thank you, Harlandale ISD, for allowing us to stream this game this afternoon. Brooke Romo in the middle. She's going to tip it. The Cowboys will have first possession. It's Aaliyah Mancha handling it over to Noelisa, to Aaliyah, and back to Isabella. Across the top, and a skip pass. Juliana, she can hit that one from the near corner. Nylon. Juliana Torres, she's got the green light. Coach Lopez feels like if you've got the ball, you've got some space and you're in range, take that shot. Across and into the lane, a lot of contact, a lot of rim. Romo goes up and makes first touch. It's going to come down to the floor. Noelisa's going to fight for it. Nyla Boteo out to the far corner, and an answer. Number 2, Michaela Carter. So the score 3-3. We've got a near corner and a far corner. Everybody shooting threes this afternoon. From the front, that's Isabella, a little bit off the mark. The Alamo Convocation Center. Sometimes for the young athletes, it's hard to calibrate here. The wall is a little further back away from the basket and the backboard than usually is the case, and sometimes young shooters have some trouble calibrating here. Michaela Carter is going to handle it. She is the quarterback for this team, and back over to Nyla Boteo. Nyla between the legs is going to get defended by Noa Lisa Espinosa. Here comes Isabella and a drive to the basket. Roma way on up, unable to secure the loose ball, and Elia Mancha gets a quick double team. So about at the 3 count, Isabella across the front and down to Noa Lisa. She would usually take that shot all the way across the Noa Lisa baseline. Penetration, rim, no good. Roma with the putback, and that one scores. Brooke Romo, the Burbank Bulldogs, throw the ball away, so they squander an opportunity. No shot, not even across midcourt. You certainly don't want to do that in a game that you anticipate being close. We've got a timeout on the floor. The Bulldogs have called it. Nostrosa is going to maybe calm the nerves down just a little bit. We're going to calm our nerves down a bit, too. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
So an early timeout for the Burbank Bulldogs. Coach Nostrosa wanting to visit with their kids before a quick temperature check there, make sure the nerves are okay after they throw the ball away. A miscommunication, the Cowboys will inbound. Aaliyah near corner baseline, gets a lot of defense, goes across, and the Cowboys will put her around the perimeter. Aaliyah at the far corner. She takes a look, takes another look. Rim up high, hits the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds. So the Bulldogs do not pay for the turnover. No consequence for that. The Cowboys unable to score on their possession. And here come the Bulldogs. Across on Julissa, into the block, nearby, no good. No, again, Romo up, gets first touch, but cannot get her hands on the ball and secure it. That was number 5, Ariel Hernandez, the forward, trying to get a shot from the block. Had a good shot, just was unable to convert. Little running jumper for the Bulldogs. The ball's on the floor. There'll be a scrum for it, a whistle. The arrow should go to the Bulldogs. The Cowboys got the opening tip. So man defense here from out of bounds, and the officials getting chippy already. These girls love to win, and they've won a bunch. Wearing orange and white, wearing green and gold. I beg your pardon. Both these teams have won a bunch. To the floor, and Elisa Espinosa is going to get a steal. She's got numbers. Juliana Torres on the backside block, and she's going to put that one in. Give the assist to Elisa, the basket to Juliana Torres. Juliana's got 5 points here tonight. Another nice look for the Bulldogs, unable to convert. That's going to go back out. A long pass. Isabella can't run it down. Who touched it last? The Dogs did, so the Cowboys will get the ball. Isabella Mancha had figured that. She didn't chase it too hard, figuring that the Bulldogs had touched it last, and she was right. 7-3, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. It's the first round of the UIL Girls Basketball Playoffs. We're right here on RC Audio Sports with you. Across the top, a little bit of a zone defense, 1-2-2 or a 3-2 if you want to call it that. Elisa around the front, all the way across. Aaliyah at the block is going to kick it out. Aaliyah, the little sister, Isabella at the rim, no good. And one and done, the Bulldogs get the board. Savannah Boteo over there by the sideline. Noelisa's going to tip that away. Noelisa, man, she is always in the passing lane. I mean, she is always in the passing lane. You've just got to be aware of her. If you're playing against the McCollum Cowboys, you just got to know where she is. She gets so many deflections in the game. As a case in point, that was, I think we heard that one all the way up here. You might have heard that one on your TV speakers there. Noelisa put her hand in the passing lane and I think popped a couple of knuckles there. One of the hazards of always being in the passing lane. Nyla Boteo out to the far corner, and again, another look, and that's going to fall short. That's Smith with the rebound. Her kick out goes to the Cowboys. Cowboys get it again. That's Isabella crossing Olisa. Hesitation. Layup miss. Aaliyah's on the backside. Put back no good. Olisa's going to get the board. She's going to try again. Kicking it back out. Isabella. That'll go. Lisa Espinosa with her second assist. The Cowboys at point-blank range. 3 opportunities. Finally, the third shot is the charm, and they get that one to go. Michaela Carter from behind the arc. I think the ball got tipped, and again, Aaliyah this time. The Cowboys getting a lot of first touches off the rim, but just unable to secure that. That one off of Aaliyah, and the Bulldogs will get another opportunity. Michaela Carter is going to inbound. The Cowboys is still in their man defense. Isabella Mancha a little bit surprised by that inbounds. I don't think that she was expecting it to come to Savannah Boteo. Savannah Boteo makes quick work of that pass. All the way across, dangerous pass. Noelisa nails that. That was a dime to Aaliyah. Aaliyah gets her own board, puts it back up, and that'll go off the square and in. Aaliyah's tough, man, once she gets the ball at that block, and once she gets positioned there, she's tough to block out. She's tough to deny the rebound, and she's going to put that one up and score 90% of the time, I'm going to say. Inside and back outside. Nyla Boteo again, another three-pointer. Nylon for Nyla Boteo. A three-pointer, and the Bulldogs will close within 3 points here. We've got 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Isabella Mancha, big sister Aaliyah. Aaliyah off the rim, a little bit long, one and done. Here come the Dogs. No numbers, so we're going to pull up here a little bit. Nyla Boteo is going to let her offense set up. We're going to go half-court offense. Michaela Carter getting the right situation going. Smith comes up to the top to play the hub, but the pass goes to Savannah Boteo. Nice screen by Smith. Savannah's in the lane. She's going to go up. Contact again. The officials letting them play today off of Savannah, and the Cowboys will inbound 94 feet away from their bucket. So Lisa Espinosa, Isabella Mancha in the backcourt. Brooke Romo coming up to play the hub. She's going to give Noelisa a little screen. Noelisa's in the paint. She gets fouled. She's going to the basket. She's got 2 shots coming. Noelisa Espinosa is a dead eye there from the free throw line. And rim, and good. She's immune to the announcer's jinx, the play-by-play guy's jinx, obviously. The ball had to fight that one off, and had a nice bounce, and here comes off the back rim, no good, but the Cowboys are going to get another chance. Juliana Torres from behind the arc, no good, and looks like the Dogs have got the board. The Cowboys will stay there in defense, but here come the Bulldogs. Nyla Boteo, she takes a look and puts it up, gets fouled. The foul is going to go against 10. That's Juliana Torres. First team foul. Doesn't look like we're going to get into the bonus in the first quarter. 1 team foul apiece, and I believe that's Juliana's first personal foul. Has 5 points. Nyla Boteo at the free throw line. 65% free throw shooter, and nothing but nylon there. She's played a few games here, so I'm sure she is calibrated to that basket and backboard.
Boteo making sure she's got the grip that she wants on it, and a nice backspin again. Nyla Boteo, nothing but Nyla on 2 of those free throws. The Dogs now within 2 points, and we are under the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. Lisa Espinosa bringing the ball up, and the Bulldogs will stay in the zone, swing it back across to Juliana where they like her, near corner. Lisa's an excellent passer, just talk about that. Talk about an excellent passer. Brooke Romo misses a couple, and Juliana Torres gets a rebound. 3 shots for the Cowboys. They can't convert out of bounds. Here come the Dogs. Lisa again will fight that inbounds pass. You just got to know where she is at all times. And again, on the dribble, there she is. She's going to be a defensive nuisance, and that's a good thing. For the Bulldogs, 4 corners, Savannah Boteo. A 3, and the Bulldogs will take their first lead of the ball game. Short pass across. I know Elisa Juliana, obviously green light there off the back of the rim. Aaliyah's going to take it to the far corner. She can hit that too, a little short. No, Elisa with the board. Back to Aaliyah at the blocks. Tough to stop. To Brooke Romo. Can't convert. The Bulldogs almost at the board. Can't secure. There's a scrum. Jump, I believe. Yes, jumping that one. That'll be interesting. A sub. There you go. I thought that was the end of the quarter. So the Cowboys get the jump, and they will inbound the ball. 41 seconds and 41.55 seconds to go. Flip Romer, thank you for coming into our chat room. Long story there. Leah Mancha at the far corner. Maybe I'll have time to share it. That's Sophie Yanes, I believe, that came in to get Juliana on the cut off of Brooke Romo's pass. Does not convert. So Sophie Yanes has entered the ball game. I believe that she is in for Isabella. Playing the middle there. Nyla back out, and Elisa Espinosa. That's Juliana, I beg your pardon. There's no Elisa at the far corner off of the pass from Juliana. Fouled on the shooting attempt. She's got 2 shots coming. Long story on UIL streams. We'd love to stay here for the South San Highlands game. As a matter of fact, South San did everything that they could to support our efforts to do so, but the playoffs are just a different animal, and it's a long story. UIL owns the rights to the playoffs. We actually have to submit a request to do this. We got approved to do McCollum. We got declined to do the South San Highlands game. We're as disappointed as you are that we can't stream that. We would have loved to do it. We were planning on doing it, but we're declined the opportunity or denied the opportunity by UIL. It's a different animal, and probably a longer story than we can share on the stream. But we would have loved to stay here. We can tell you that it's going to be on NFHS. It's going to be on NFHS, and that's a subscription platform. If you find NFHS, it will be streamed there. That's $12 a month that you need to pay to subscribe to that. And that is the buzzer. We're all tied up. Knew it was going to be a good one. It doesn't take Nostradamus to predict that. 13-13 after a quarter. It gives us an opportunity again to thank Ike Rodriguez, who is sponsoring this game tonight, this playoff game tonight. He's a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007, and he's the vice president of the newly formed Frontier Legacy Foundation. He and the foundation would like you to know that there's an upcoming 5K run walk that will kick off this year's Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair. The 5K run walk will take place before the parade on March 28th, as you see right there on your screen. All the proceeds from this 5K run will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation, whose main mission is to provide better opportunities and support programs throughout Harlandale ISD. The Frontier Legacy Foundation, glad to tell you about it. We'll tell you more as we have an opportunity. Maybe at halftime we'll tell you a little bit more about that foundation. But newly formed, and they've got some great goals, and we're happy that we're able to shout them out just a bit. Winding down here at the end of the break between the first and second quarters, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for joining us here on RC Audio Sports on YouTube, 13-13. This game was good last year, and the Burbank Bulldogs are co-champions of 27-5A. It's not like a top seed playing a 4th seed. This is a heck of a matchup, probably one of the best matchups that you're going to find in the first round of the UIL playoffs. The other one, I would say, MacArthur and Sam Houston. MacArthur was the district champion for 28-5A, and guess what? Their first matchup is against the co-champion from 27-5A. So you got champion versus champion, second place versus champion right here in the first round. Whoa, nothing but nylon. Number 2, Michaela Carter. And the Bulldogs will take their largest lead of the game so far. It's a 3-pointer. Sophie Yanes in the lineup on the court here for the Cowboys. She's going to bring it over to Noah Lisa. Leila Gonzalez is also in the game over there. She's got the ball, a little penetration, running jumper, no good. Brooke Romo has got the board, and oh boy, a lot of contact. No whistle. Here come the Bulldogs with the lead, 16-13, and the ball. Leila Gonzalez is going to a little bit of a shove here and get her first personal foul, first team foul for the Cowboys this quarter. And back into the game is Michaela Smith. She's going to come in for number 24, Liliana Cervantes, the junior who was added to this playoff roster here before the game. Carter running the quarterback. Nyla looking for her shot. Carter will shoot as well. Again, ball being bounced around just a little bit. Nyla, a little bit of a hop, kept her feet on the floor, no travel. We're a long way from the court. I'm going to defer to the officials on all of those calls. Savannah Boteo, a nice cut to the basket. She caught the ball with her back to the basket and was able to turn and jump and hit that one. A 5-point lead now for the Burbank Bulldogs. Aaliyah Mancha trying to bring things into control here for the Cowboys, unable to do so. One and done. The Bulldogs doing a great job of rebounding tonight. Nyla Boteo into the lane, gets her own rebound, and she's going to try again, a shot fake. Leila Gonzalez won't go for it, kicks it out to Savannah. Savannah's done some scoring tonight. Ball's on the floor. The Cowboys are going to reach down there and grab hold of the ball. The arrow points to the Cowboys after the Bulldogs inbounded at the end of the first at the beginning of the second quarter, beg your pardon. 18-13, the Bulldogs leading here today. Sophie Yanes over to Noah Lisa. The Cowboys being very patient against this zone offense. Zoe likes to look. She's behind the college 3. Boom for Sophie Yanes. That would have been good for 3 if she was playing at the college level. Nyla Boteo, a little hesitation, ends up going to the bucket. Sophie with the board all the way across to Aaliyah. The Cowboys have numbers. No, Alisa likes the space that she's got. She gets knocked down on a 3-point attempt. She's coming to the line for 3 shots. I think that's Michaela Carter who went over there and fouled Noah Lisa. Noah Lisa's scored a couple of points here tonight, fouled on a 3-point shot, so she's got 3 shots coming. Back of the rim on the first one. Leila Gonzalez on the floor for the Cowboys. Aaliyah Mancha, Brooke Romo, and Sophie Yanes. Sophie is the little sister of Zoe Yanes, who is a senior on this club. And Zoe Yanes suffered an early season injury. She was a key component of this team. We were glad to see on social media here recently that she did sign with the Texas A&M University Kingsville Javelinas. So she'll be playing basketball in Kingsville next year when she graduates from high school. So we're glad to know that about her future, and very glad that her rehab is going well enough for that to happen. 18-18, far corner, Michaela Carter long, and the Bulldogs with position. That's Savannah Boteo. Boy, she's having a game.
a senior. She's listed as a guard or a center, and there you see why that might be. She handles the ball a bunch, but she's also able to get nice rebounding position, gets the board, and fouled on the putback attempt. So Savannah Boteo at the line. Savannah's a 60% free throw shooter. There's no trouble on that one. So the Bulldogs have not relinquished the lead since they took it at 13-10. Been tied a couple of times, but the Cowboys have not taken the lead since they relinquished the lead at 13-10. And now the Bulldogs up by 2 again. All the way across. Sophie puts the ball on the floor. Leah's going to be the hub from the free throw line. Nearby, Leila Gonzalez will throw the ball away. The Bulldogs are running. Carter up ahead. Lefty, square and basket. Got out in front of Noelisa. Not a whole lot that she could do. Noelisa to Leah. Leah's going to go to the bucket. Draws contact. And puts a shot up and will be fouled. She's going to the line. Foul is on number 5, Ariel Hernandez, a senior forward. That's her first personal. 2 team fouls on the Bulldogs and 2 team fouls on the Cowboys. Aaliyah Mancha hits the first one. Aaliyah averaging almost 19 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, averaging a double-double. She's a 4-year ladder, and boy, what an impact that she has made on these Cowboys. She and Noelisa earlier this season had shared with me that together they had won over 100 games. McCollum had victorious in 100 games in which the two of them competed, and that's a mark. That's not a mark that we often hear about, but that's quite a mark. Boteo to the corner. That's Carter trying to get some space. She's got Noelisa. Noelisa in the dribble. She's going to be the nuisance, and that's a good thing. You want her to be a nuisance. She's out in front. She's going to run down that pass. Lefty, square, basket. Nothing the Dogs can do about it. So when we call Noelisa Espinosa a nuisance, that's a compliment. Every team needs one of those. Carter from out, and Noelisa out in front again. That's Nyla Boteo who gets the steal on that. She's going to try to draw contact. No whistle. Sophie Giannis with the board down court. Noelisa, can she run that one down? Back into Aaliyah, and the ball is being held by Mancha and Carter. Jump ball, the Bulldogs will get it. That's tough, man. That's a tough jump ball to give up. You're running, expending a lot of energy. We've got a timeout on the floor. The Burbank Bulldogs are gonna call that one. Gives us a chance to tell you about Matt Cake Southway Ford. Anthony Martinez, David Benavides, boy, they were critical to making this partnership happen, and we're so happy to have them on our sponsorship team. They're located right in the heart of 285A, I will say, right in the heart of Southside San Antonio on IH-35 between Zarzamora and Highway 16. And if you're looking for a new or a pre-owned vehicle for yourself, or maybe you've got a teen in your family in the house there that's needing a vehicle, don't make that transaction without calling Anthony or David first. They're going to get you the best deal on a new or pre-owned. They're going to make sure that you get the best trade-in value as well. We appreciate them joining our sponsorship team. We hope it's a long relationship. And speaking of the sponsorship team, Presidio Concrete, second year on our sponsorship team. Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez in the concrete business, concrete construction business for 5 short years. Have done all kinds of great things. Gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo, Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD. Big or small, if you've got a construction project that involves concrete, that's the number that you should be calling. Presidio Concrete. Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Hector, for being on our sponsorship team. Benny Rubio is in the chat room, and thank you so much for the kind words. I'm glad that you have joined us. She says, let's go Boteo sisters. And the Boteo's 2 sisters on the Burbank team as well. Savannah Boteo.
and Nyla Boteo. Sisters on this team, just like the Cowboys have Aaliyah and Isabella. And number 24, Liliana Cervantes, added to the roster here this afternoon, gets a ball on the near block and an easy put-in for her. The Bulldogs will hold on to that lead. From the top of the key, Isabella Mancha again will take a shot, and she's struggling with the calibration there, I believe. No, Elisa Espinosa sees an opportunity to tie up Ariel Hernandez and will retain possession. The Cowboys will. The arrow points to them. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Cowboys trailing by 2. They've got the ball. Got a timeout on the floor. The official's going to come over to check that the arrow is pointed in the correct direction. I love it when officials will make sure about things. There's no reason to hurry some of these things. Let's get it right. Let's pause. That shows experience. That shows confidence in yourself. And love to see it when officials will take the time to make sure that they've got the call correct. Sophie takes the inbounds back to Noelisa. Noelisa says, you shoot it. No space. She backs up. Again, behind the college 3 nylon. That's Sophie Yanez. And the Cowboys will take the lead for the first time since they lost it at 13-10. Across, in, wild pass by Sophie Yanez. Somehow Aaliyah will get that down court. Isabella Mancha all alone, cannot convert, tries to get her own board, and will get that deflected off of Nyla Boteo, and the Cowboys will get another opportunity. Good luck to my sister, Brooke Romo, in the chat room, and love to see it. Aaliyah will get the inbounds, and again, point blank, unable to convert. Cervantes playing some nice defense. Nyla Boteo will hand that one off to Savannah. Savannah's done some scoring. Little jumper, floater, in and out, no good. Mancha will come down with the board, so 1 and done for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Isabella out in front, is going to cross. She's in the lane. Another running jumper on this side. Is that an assist or a shot? We'll give her an assist. Isabella to Aaliyah. Aaliyah will convert. And a 3-point lead for the Cowboys as we head down to the final 2 minutes of the first half. Double team pressure. Carter dribbles into the corner. The Cowboys take advantage of it. Nyla, a little more space for Carter. Running jumper on the baseline. Rim no good. Cervantes will deflect it. Boteo with the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook and score it for Savannah Boteo. Well, Lisa says, you're going to give me that much space, I'm going to take it. No good. Aaliyah crashes the board. Can't get it. Back to Isabella, and good. I'm going to got to give a number here. (29-26). The Cowboys have taken the lead. We're approaching the 1 minute mark, but they will cross again. She's in the lane. She's been a dead eye from there. Scored again for Savannah Boteo. Boy, she is dangerous when she gets into the paint. Lisa wants a touch here in Aaliyah Mancha's cut. Aaliyah Mancha, how many times have they done that in their 4-year high school career? Lisa again in the passing lane, and Naya Perez wearing number 33 today, still in the lineup. We talked to you about Naya Perez, who Coach Lopez got her back in a basketball uniform when we streamed against in the game that McCollum played against MacArthur. Naya Perez, they were shorthanded, injuries, and Brooke Romo wasn't available that game, and Coach Lopez went to Naya Perez, who had gone straight volleyball. She played basketball last year, and she joined the team that week and still in the lineup. Naya Perez wearing number 33 tonight. Nyla Boteo over there on the four corner, and nothing but nylon. The Bulldogs are calibrated 31-31. It was 13-13 after one quarter, 31-31 here as we approach the end of the second quarter. A lot of patience. Noelisa has space, but she's going to pass that one over. Near elbow, back to Juliana Torres, baseline, running jumper. She can hit that, hits the rim, no good. Fouled in the act of shooting. So Juliana Torres going to the line for 2 shots.
31-31. 6.2 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Juliana Good on her first free throw. Misses on her second to tie up. That is Sophie Yanes with the board. Cowboys are going to get another chance. Aaliyah Mancha Nylon on the buzzer. Boy, that's a big three. That's going to go up to 35-31, a 4-point difference, and a momentum maker for the Cowboys as they head to the dressing room. Before we take a break from the court, I'd like to tell you about Yvette Theus. Yvette Theus, Old Rose Legacy Medicare and healthcare insurance. Help her, I beg your pardon, allow her to help you learn about Medicare. The best time to reach her is when you are within 7 months of your 65th birthday. But even if you are already, or even if you're currently insured by Medicare and you want to know about some of the other options that you might have, Yvette Theus can walk you through all of that. Glad to have her on our sponsorship team as well.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
We're at halftime here at the Alamo Convocation Center. 7 Cents Media. Also on our sponsorship team, they will help you professionally produce a video, a documentary, a podcast, a music video, a quinceañera, a wedding, a big event. They can do that for you. They can even get it streamed for you as well. 7 Cents Media, you know them. The Castro family. That's Sebastian, Isaiah, Arissa, who we collaborate with a bunch during the football season. You've seen their work right here. When they're not, when we're not collaborating with them, they've got their own thing going. That's a 7 Cents Media.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And once again, we'd like to say thank you to Ike Rodriguez, a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007. He is sponsoring this playoff game tonight, and he would like for us to tell you about a 5K run and walk that's coming up. Ike Rodriguez has also been named been elected the vice president of the Frontier Legacy Foundation. Before I tell you about that 5K run, let me tell you a little bit about the Frontier Legacy Foundation. It's a newly formed foundation. It's Harlandale and McCollum alums who have come together, who have formed an education foundation, if you will. Their goal is to raise money to support opportunities for kids throughout Harlandale ISD. You know, there other districts in town have done something like this. Harlandale was missing an organization with the goal of trying to support opportunities, field trips, things that are happening in the classroom and so forth, with grants to classrooms and such. And that's we'll tell you more about that as we move along. But today, let me tell you about the 5K run that's coming up. It's going to kick off this year's Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair. It'll take place on March 28th, and it's going to go on. It's going to start right before the parade there on that day. All proceeds will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation. Main mission is to provide better opportunities and support programs throughout Harlandale ISD.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Y'all gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
¿Has estado en un choque? Es ilegal que un abogado se ponga en contacto contigo primero. Si el tubo lo hiciera, podría arruinar su caso. No confíes en abogados que rompen la ley. Martínez y Asociados, elegido como el mejor bufete de abogados de San Antonio durante 3 años, después de haber estado en un choque. Ve con alguien en quien puedas confiar. Llama a Martínez y Asociados. Con nosotros es personal.
Llame al 210-337-1111.
I have worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCollum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
La familia no es una cosa importante, es todo. At SAISD, family is practicing and making art. It's fulfilling your duty with honor. It's playing to win and changing lives through learning. Familia is getting you ready for college or getting you ready for your career. And at SAISD, the founding school district in the Alamo City, familia is not an important thing. It's everything. And it's available to any student, no matter where they live. So come join our familia. Now enrolling. Log on to saisd.net/enroll for more information, or call 210-554-2660.
And again, we welcome you to Alamo Convocation Center. Thank you for joining us. We're at halftime. Robert Villafranca here with the play-by-play. Cesar Mendez at the tech table, and Reese Hernandez Robinson behind the cameras here for the by-district round playoff game. The Burbank Bulldogs hosting the McCollum Cowboys. Still got about a minute here at halftime. Gives us a chance to, again, thank Isaac Rodriguez, a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007. He has sponsored this game tonight, and he was just recently elected Vice President of the Frontier Legacy Foundation. He and the foundation would like to share information on the upcoming 5K run and walk that will kick off this year's Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair. The 5K run and walk will take place before the parade on March 28th. All proceeds will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation, whose main mission is to provide better opportunities and support for programs throughout Harlandale ISD. All students of Harlandale ISD should benefit from the work of the Frontier Legacy Foundation. Ike Rodriguez, McCollum, class of 2007, sponsoring our game tonight. And we are coming out of halftime here. The McCollum Cowboys, Liam Mancha hit a big 3 at the buzzer to extend their lead to 4. They were up by 1, obviously.
after the three-pointer, up by 4, and went into the dressing room with a little bit of momentum as Aaliyah Mancha loaded up that three-pointer and nailed that. I believe that was her first three-point make of the afternoon. So again, that could bode well for the McCollum Cowboys if Aaliyah Mancha gets calibrated here tonight. So here we go, second half, 16 minutes to play. Nyla Boteo running the quarterback duties here over to Smith, and Smith looks for somebody to pass to in the lane. Back to Nyla. You run the quarterback, she says. And a long three, no good. Smith with the board. Back to Nyla in the lane. Contact, yeah. Whistle was a little bit late, but Boteo's going to go to the line for 2 shots. First team foul, obviously, here for the McCollum Cowboys. First whistle. We haven't been in the bonus yet this afternoon. Nyla Boteo, 65% free throw shooter. She scores in the vicinity of 16, 17 points a game. She's the leading scorer for the Burbank Bulldogs. Still a junior, so she's got another year left of eligibility and can do a lot more damage here with the Burbank Bulldogs in orange and white. That's 3, almost 4 steals per game. Smith gets the board after Boteo's miss. She's in the corner, draws a lot of contact. Running jumper, nylon for Nyla. So 34-35 with the 3 points the hard way. And from the top of the key, Aaliyah is going to see if she's still calibrated from before before halftime. Brooke again nearby, no good, and can't get that one. Juliana Torres. Boy, poaching there, just lurking in the passing lane. Takes the steal, and Aaliyah Mancha will benefit from the rebound and the putback. We've got a Burbank on the floor. We've got officials timeout. We're going to take a short break while the medical staff tends to her. Well, she's up. Well, that was Ariel Hernandez. Just took a little time to get up off the floor, but she is... looks like she's at full strength as she jogs down to the other end of the floor, ready to play defense. The Cowboys up by 3, and Nyla Boteo almost gets the ball taken away. She does. Noelisa over to Aaliyah, and again, how many times are they going to do that? In the passing lane, Isabella Mancha gets a steal over to Noelisa. Noelisa off the square and good. So the Cowboys on a run. The Bulldogs going to have to take a timeout. 41-34 is the score. So the Cowboys deriving some offense from their defense and open up a big 7-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game so far. And a lob pass there. That's always dangerous against this Cowboy defense. Nyla draws some defense from Noelisa Espinosa and decides not to shoot from there. Gets a screen, top of the key, no good. And a putback for the Bulldogs. They get a second chance. Looks like Smith down there doing the work. Michaela Smith gets 2 rebounds, and Juliana Torres will tie her up. The arrow points to the Cowboys. So with the 7-point lead and the ball, Coach Rod 033 in the chat room, thank you for joining us. Aaliyah Mancha from out of town, in and out, and the Bulldogs will get the board. Carter behind the back, into the lane, not to be deterred, off the square, no good. The Bulldogs are going to get the board. That's Boteo. She's been deadly from there. Smith gets another board, off the rim, no good. Point blank, the Bulldogs just unable to convert. And here come the Cowboys. They've got numbers out in front. Is Isabella Mancha from Big Sister Aaliyah. and score that 43-34, a 9-point lead, biggest lead of the game. The Cowboys applying some three-quarters court pressure here, a little bit of a zone. They benefited quite a bit from it here in the third quarter. Nyla gets some space. She likes the look, a little bit long. And Juliana Torres is going to run that one down. She sees Noelisa out in front. Boy, Noelisa playing possum back here and had showed no indication of receiving the pass. I don't know that the Bulldogs were ready for her to get one just at the last minute. Makes herself available. Nice pass from Juliana Torres. Noelisa off the glass. No good, but she's fouled. She's got 2 shots coming. Lisa good on her first free throw. Opens up a 10-point lead for the Cowboys. First time that the difference has been in double digits. The Cowboys now lead 44-34. Make it 45-34. An 11-point lead. The Cowboys opening it up here. Staying in at three-quarters court pressure. McKaylee's going to go across over to Boteo. Boteo will cross on Isabella. Isabella's going to get called for the foul. Savannah Boteo and Nyla Boteo sisters on this Burbank Bulldog team, and Aaliyah Mancha and Isabella Mancha sisters on the Cowboy team. Noelisa's sister, Noelisa played with her sister Nayeli, who's now playing at the college level. I believe Noelisa was a freshman when Nayeli was a senior. Carter will hold her dribble. Draw some defense. Juliana Torres called for that for another personal. The board is hard to read over there on the diagonal from us. I believe that's Juliana Torres' second personal foul. Third team foul for the Cowboys, and very early in the third quarter, we may get into the bonus for the first time this afternoon. Shuffle for the Cowboys. Carter had some space and she thought about it. Kills her dribble. Now she's going to have to give it up. Again, Elisa called for the foul. And doesn't think she deserves that. Don't know many basketball players who think that they deserve a foul. But Elisa wondering, like, what was that? What was the foul about that? But it's going to stand. And she put her hand there in the dribble, and officials thought it was contact, so that foul will stand. Sophie Yan is back in the ballgame for the Cowboys. A shuffle again. Savannah Boteo, running jumper. She's been good on those. A lot of rim, no good, and out of bounds off of Isabella Mancha. Down by 11, this is a big possession for the Burbank Bulldogs. You certainly don't want to give the ball back trailing by double digits. So a big possession for the Burbank Bulldogs. Smith at the block will kick it out. Michaela Carter, long three, far wing, no good. Sophie Yanes with the board. Looks down court, has got some defense, and we'll throw that one a little bit too long, throws it away. Nyla Boteo will hesitate, and official says she carried it. A little bit of a hesitation dribble, and then she took off, and the official right there on top of the play says that was a carry. Same as a travel, a violation. Ball goes over, that's a turnover. Isabella to Aaliyah at the free throw line. Aaliyah is going to get fought for the ball. She's going to kick that one out. Isabella runs it down. Comes back around, stays on the attack. Sophie Yanes on the far elbow to Aaliyah, and Smith will be called for the foul. Still a lot of time to play here, but this is just feels like just a nitty-gritty time. And Isabella Mancha is going to nail a three from the far wing, 48-34. And this game could get out of hand very quickly once the Cowboys defense starts smelling some vulnerability. They're going to come after you.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can answer. No, Lisa was going to get her hand on Boteo's three-point attempt. She's down court. She wants a touch. Isabella takes it into the lane, kicks out. No, Lisa wants that. Rim, no good. That's Romo in the middle, off the glass and good. I believe those are Romo's first 2 points. She's got a bunch of rebounds. That's the first time that she's been able to convert on a putback, a 16-point lead. Romo in the passing lane. And she's going to get called for a foul there. She thought she had a pick six. Looked like she might have a pick six. So trailing by 16, that's Michaela Carter, the senior guard, averaging 15 points per game and 71% a free throw shooter. So these will be important. Every possession for the Bulldogs now will be trailing by 15. I mean, they've got to close it down here just a little bit. Naya Perez back in the ballgame for the Cowboys. She's going to give Isabella Mancha a breather. And Carter, long on the second one. Leah Mancha comes out of the miss with the board. She's looking around for a little bit of help. She's going to take it herself. 360 over to Brooke Romo. Brooke short on the point blank shot. Aaliyah's going to take it behind the arc. Rim, no good. Romo's going to run it down. A lot of defense. Over, back to Naya Pettis. Was just in the right place at the right time. You're watching high school basketball. It's the by-district playoff round here on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We're at the Alamo Convocation Center. Got a good
When you're
one.
hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez and Associates today at 210-337-1111.
And we bring you back live to the Alamo Convocation Center. And Coach Rod, we appreciate you joining us here in the chat room. You're asking for some predictions for the Mac Sam Houston game. Yeah, I've got a prediction. It's going to be a good game. Again, as we mentioned already, Mac is the district champion, and Sam Houston is the co-champion at 27-5A. So what a matchup. Usually you finish, you're a top seed, and you expect to play a lower seed of the district that you're matching up with. That didn't happen with 27 and 28-5A. Mac ran the table on 28-5A. They're the outright district champions. Sam Houston lost one game to these Burbank Bulldogs. They're co-champions over there. So you've got a champion versus champion matchup tomorrow, Mac and Sam Houston at the Littleton Gym. That should be a good game. One and done for the Bulldogs. No, Elisa Espinosa looking down court as she always does. Kicks it out to Aaliyah. Aaliyah on the baseline. Back out to little sister Isabella is going to come around the defense. Glass no good. Sophie Yanez will get the board and put it up. I'm sure I've got blocked. My vision got blocked. I don't know if she passed that off to Noelisa or put that in herself. So a 19-point lead now. The Cowboys really taking control here with under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nyla out to Savannah. Savannah puts the ball on the floor, running jumper. She's been a dead eye from there. Naya Pettis with the board over to Aaliyah, or I beg your pardon, Isabella. Hesitation dribble, square on the floor, no good. Here come the Bulldogs. They're going to run. Nyla Boteo near wing. Nylon, Boteo from the near wing. 38 to 54 is the score. The Cowboys still in control as they try to slow this pace down just a little bit. Sophie Yanis from the top of the key, no good. Coach Lopez, I'm going to tell you, if you get on the floor for Coach Lopez, you got the green light. You're not going to get on the floor without the green light. Coach Lopez likes that three, and again, we mentioned before the game, he was a member of a Harlandale High School basketball team that was a pretty good team. Graduate, he's a class of 2010. Coach Lopez is of Harlandale High School, played for Chris Adamek. And if you know anything about Chris Adamek coach teams, man, they like the three. Or let me rephrase that. They love the three.
And so Ernest Lopez obviously influenced by that philosophy, and his teams always have that green light to shoot the three. In the passing lane, Naya Pettis is going to get the steal. Isabella Mancha is going to look back, make sure she's safe. Over to Naya. Naya back over to Juliana. Juliana likes to shoot from there, but she's going to pass it off. Isabella gets her pass deflected, and will throw the ball away. Burbank will get the benefit of the possession. Liliana Cervantes back in the ball game for Michaela Carter. Oh, Juliana Torres again thought that she had an opportunity there for a pick six. I tried to get in the passing lane, but Michaela Carter, who's still in the game, got herself in good position there, drew the foul, so she's going to the line. The Bulldogs now in the bonus, as the Cowboys have committed 5 team fouls this quarter. Michaela Carter again averages about 15.5 points per game. 71% free throw shooter. A 15-point lead for the McCollum Cowboys. The Bulldogs with possession, 20 seconds to go. Trailing by 14. I know what the prescription is. Score here late. Score a three if you can. Carter, near wing. A lot of contact. The official says it was on the ball. Naya Pettis with the board. The clock will run out. So the McCollum Cowboys will go into the fourth quarter leading by 14. Gives us an opportunity to, again, visit with you about Mac Hakes Southway Ford. Mac Hakes Southway Ford, David Benavides, Anthony Martinez, critical to making this collaboration happen. They're located right in the heart of Southside San Antonio on I-35 between Zarzamora and Highway 16. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, maybe for yourself, maybe you've got a teen in the house that needs a vehicle as well. You want to get the best deal, you want to get the best value on a trade-in, David Benavides, Anthony Martinez, Mac Hake will get that for you. And Presidio Concrete, Hector Gonzalez, Dre Gutierrez, in business for 5 short years. All kinds of, just a great reputation they have built for Presidio Concrete over those 5 years. They've done some big things like the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo, Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD. But big or small, if you've got something on your property, if you're a homeowner and you've got a job to do on your property, maybe a patio, maybe a foundation, maybe a garage foundation. If your construction project includes concrete, don't take the next step until you've made that call. Well, Coach Rod says he's got Matt pulling it off. I need Coach Torres to avenge that first-year loss to Sam Houston that kept Brack out of the playoffs. All right, so there's a history there. Coach Claire Torres, he's referring to, of MacArthur doing a great job over there at MacArthur. District championship for her in her first year at the helm of the MacArthur Brahmas girls basketball program. Aaliyah Mancha from the near elbow. Claire Torres went over to MacArthur from Brackenridge. She was coaching Brack and had a great game against MacArthur in the playoffs, and ends up at MacArthur and just doing a bang up job over there. She's got some great athletes to coach. Ellie Lee, of course, a standout in 28-5A. And Faith Thomas as well. So she's got some great athletes that she's coaching. But first year at the helm, and an outright district championship to go with that. What more can you say? Congratulations to Coach Torres and the Brahmas. Good luck tomorrow against the Hurricanes. The Cowboys keeping their foot on the defensive pedal, up by 16, but not giving any ground here. Double screen on Noelisa. Carter's got her choice, and the ball is going to get taken away. Aaliyah in the passing lane. The Cowboys just living there. Hesitation dribble. Aaliyah says going to back it up. Noelisa down. She finds Brooke. What a dime. Noelisa Espinosa. Brooke Romo on the block, and she puts that in off the square. Bulldogs have trouble on the dribble. That's Sophie Yanez all alone. Lefty, square, basket. Count it. It's 20-point lead now for the Cowboys. Nyla Boteo, she's been deadly from behind the arc, and the Cowboys again with a deflection. Noelisa out in front will back up. She thinks she has Sophia, overthrows that pass. Good idea. Wasn't exactly there. You can give her a pass on, you can give Noelisa a pass on an errant pass every once in a while. After she's thrown about 20 dimes here this afternoon, she gets a pass on that one. A senior, 4-year letter, and man, what an impact she's had on the McCollum Cowboys. She was Defensive Player of the Year last year in 28-5A. Sophie Yan is in the passing lane now. She's going to take that herself. A lefty off the square, rim no good. Naya Pettis will get the board and unable to convert. Noelisa will run that one down. Into Aaliyah. Aaliyah to Brooke. Brooke, rim, and good. So 62-40 is the score here. The Cowboys in control. Savannah Boteo, nylon. For Savannah Boteo, near wing. Savannah is senior on this team, and boy, the Burbank Bulldogs have had a lot of success with her on wearing the orange and white. Cowboys will up that to a 21-point lead, 64-43. Nyla will kill her dribble right there on the corner. That's a dangerous spot to kill a dribble. Another deflection for the Cowboys. The Bulldogs are lucky to come up with the ball. That was number 1, Alexia Hernandez, a sophomore who was added to this roster. And from the far corner, Kayla Carter of the Burbank Bulldogs. And Coach Lopez wants to visit here a timeout for the McCollum Cowboys. And today's game is being sponsored by Ike Rodriguez, a member of the McCollum High School class of 2007. We thank him for that. Newly elected Vice President of the Frontier Legacy Foundation. He'd like for me to tell you about the 5K run and walk that's coming up at the Harlandale ISD Cultural Arts Fair that's going to be held March 28th. The run and walk is going to be held right before the parade. All the proceeds will go to the Frontier Legacy Foundation, whose main mission is to provide better opportunities and support throughout Harlandale ISD. There's a QR code there that I'm sure you can scan on our high-definition stream. You come back and pause it and scan that code with your phone, and you'll get more information. And Yvette is Sol Rose Medicare Legacy. You're turning 65 or new to Medicare, you don't have to figure it out alone. Your best time to review Medicare options is during your initial enrollment period. Or 7 months before, around your 65th birthday. This is when you have the most choices and the fewest restrictions. Plans and costs can vary based on where you live and your needs. Yvette Deas can help educate you and inform you on all of the process. No pressure, just education. Yvette Deas, thank you for joining us here on our sponsorship team. Under 5 minutes to play. The Cowboys in firm control here. Juliana Torres from the near corner, near wing. And again, she's on the mark. Juliana Torres, green light. Juliana Torres. Now Boteo put the ball on the floor, get to the other side of the court, looking for a little help. Hand that one off to Michaela Carter. Smith's going to get the screen there for Michaela. Michaela launches from behind the arc, and Boteo will run down the rebound. Over the backboard, Smith cannot convert on the point blank, so the ball will go to the Cowboys. Up by 21. Sofiana is getting some point guard duties there. Number 3 in the ball game for the Cowboys. Oh my goodness! Everybody, if you wear green and gold, you can shoot the 3. That's Angelisa Cervantes, and that's the first time we've called her name. I think that's the first shot she's taken today, and she nailed it again. You're not going to get on the court if you can't shoot the 3 if you're on Coach Lopez's team. Nyla Boteo gets some space. Is going to put it over to Michaela Carter. Michaela near corner. Michaela will nail another one. No quitting the Bulldogs. They're going to keep coming here. 3 minutes and a half to play, and trailing by 21, but they're going to come at you. And deflection by Carter. Sophie almost turns the ball away. Carter going to get called for the foul. The Cowboys will inbound from the far sideline. Juliana Torres will cross and penetrate off the right block. No good at point blank. The one and done for the Cowboys. Here come the Bulldogs. Smith looking for the open shooter. Michaela Carter. She just hit one of those. A little bit short on that. And Angelisa Cervantes will run that one down. Isabella Mancha will take it from there. Inside the arc. Little jumper. No good. And the rebound goes to Alexis Hernandez, a sophomore who was added to this roster today. Savannah Boteo. Back to Cervantes and back to Savannah. Savannah looking for some space. Got a screen. Running jumper. Left hand no good. Gets her on board and will be fouled. Fouls on the floor, so no shots. No shots. Little ring jumper, that's Boteo, and Cervantes will, or I beg your pardon, Hernandez will get the board there on the block and deflected out of bounds. The Bulldogs inbounding underneath their own bucket. Ariel Hernandez will take the inbounds and miss that shot. A putback by Soraya Flores, no good. Sofianes, this time a right-handed layup, showing some ambidexterity there. Sofianes is left-handed layups, right-handed layups. Michaela Carter, not to be denied. She's going to go to the bucket, gets fouled. So the McCollum Cowboys look like they will advance, and they're going to meet up with a team from 25-5A or 26-5A. It's been the bump in the road for the McCollum Cowboys for the last 3 years. The McCollum Cowboys district champions 3 years prior to this. They finished second this year, but have made it to the area round for 3 years straight. Looks like they're going to make it 4 years straight. That's just been the stumbling block for the Cowboys. So I'm sure that's going to be an area of focus and concentration. These girls wearing green and gold, a lot of them have been there, and they know what lies before them. So a big week of preparation for these kids, or not even a week. I think the next round will be played Thursday or Friday. Isabella will cross, and Sofianes will get the pass off the square, no good. The Bulldogs will run that one down.
all alone is Halen Pineda. Takes a pass and off the square and good. So a lot of pride. You can tell that you can read the cultures of these teams in close games and in games that are not quite as close, but just keep coming at you. They're playing some good basketball. The Burbank Bulldogs are, and there's a reason why they have had the kind of success that they've had over the last couple of years. Won 15 district ball games in 27 5A, a co-district championship for the Burbank Bulldogs. Congratulations to them on their season. Juliana Torres is going to try to dribble the ball out. She'll get fouled by Michaela Carter, and Michaela wanting a little bit of double team pressure there from a teammate, not getting it. Sofianes will get the dribbling duties now. The Cowboys willing to just dribble this out. A 20-point lead, under 20 seconds to go. Juliana Torres will break away, and the Burbank Bulldogs will say good game. So congratulations to the Burbank Bulldogs and Coach Andrea Inostroza on a successful season, a co-championship. There in 27 5A, here making it to the playoffs for the third straight year. And congratulations to the McCollum Cowboys who win tonight 72-52 and will advance to the area round. Coach Lopez heading up that program. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Cesar Mendez and Reese Hernandez Robinson from the Alamo Convocation Center. We'll see if we can catch up to Coach Lopez here before the next game starts, and we'll find our player of the game and see if we can get a little visit with them as well. Catch us on our social media, RC Audio Sports Facebook, Instagram, and X, also Threads. Until next time, thank you for joining us tonight.
¿Has estado en un choque? Es ilegal que un abogado se ponga en contacto contigo primero. Si el tubo lo hiciera, podría arruinar su caso. No confíes en abogados que rompen la ley. Martínez y Asociados, elegido como el mejor bufete de abogados de San Antonio durante 3 años, después de haber estado en un choque. Ve con alguien en quien puedas confiar. Llama a Martínez y Asociados. Con nosotros es personal.